Life is like a long road full of lessons, and for some people, often called chosen ones, those lessons can be especially deep and personal. When they face heartbreak or betrayal, they don't see it as just a painful experience. Instead, they view it as something that's meant to teach them, to help them grow, and to guide them to become stronger and wiser. The pain they feel isn't there to destroy them. It's there to build them up and help them become who they are truly meant to be. If you've ever felt like your heart was broken into pieces, if someone you cared about hurt you or turned their back on you, know that this moment is not the end of your story. It might feel like everything is falling apart, but in reality, it's just one chapter in a much bigger journey. Many people who go through deep emotional pain often come out of it with more strength and understanding than they had before. And if this message is reaching you right now, it's probably because you needed to hear it. You are not alone. You are not broken. You are in the middle of becoming someone greater. Now, before we move forward, if this message touches your heart, consider showing your support by subscribing and turning on notifications. That way, you won't miss out on future content that's created to lift you up and help you grow mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Also, if this is the message you've been waiting for, type 111 in the comments. That simple act can be your way of saying, I am ready for what's next. I am in alignment with something bigger. Let's talk about why chosen ones, people who are spiritually aware, deeply connected to their purpose, or simply strong in their hearts, don't fall apart after heartbreak and betrayal. First, they understand that pain doesn't last forever. They don't try to hide from it or pretend it doesn't hurt. Instead, they feel it, sit with it, and let it teach them. Just like the weather changes, emotions do too. Sadness, anger, and grief are like storms. They come, they pass, and they leave behind clearer skies. These individuals know that every painful emotion is only temporary and that they won't feel that way forever. Instead of pushing away the pain, they face it head on. They cry if they need to. They reflect. They ask questions. But they don't stay stuck in that place. Over time, they begin to heal. They start to understand more about themselves and about life. They come out of the hard times with more self-awareness and a deeper sense of purpose. That's what helps them rise. They don't see themselves as victims. They see themselves as survivors and even as students of life. Another important thing they understand is that rejection isn't always a bad thing. When someone leaves their life, they don't immediately think, what's wrong with me? Instead, they think, maybe this wasn't meant for me. They trust that there's a bigger plan at work, and sometimes that plan means losing people or opportunities that don't fit into their future. They don't take it personally. They understand that being rejected or abandoned might actually be a way of being protected from something that wasn't good for them. They know that when one door closes, another opens. They don't waste their energy trying to hold on to people who don't want to stay. They don't try to force things that aren't meant to be. Instead, they let go, knowing that something better is waiting for them down the road. This kind of mindset gives them peace. It stops them from obsessing over the past and helps them look forward to the future. One of the most powerful things about these individuals is their ability to turn their emotions into something useful. Instead of letting heartbreak crush them, they use it as fuel. They might write, sing, paint, start new projects, or help others who are going through similar experiences. In doing this, they transform their pain into strength. This process is often called emotional alchemy, turning heavy feelings into something light and meaningful. Heartbreak doesn't make them bitter. It makes them better. They use what they've gone through to grow. They might start setting healthier boundaries, learning new skills, or finding new ways to take care of themselves. Every experience, even the painful ones, becomes a tool they use to build a better life. They don't let bad experiences define them. Instead, they use those experiences to become even more grounded, more powerful, and more compassionate. Another reason they are able to handle betrayal and heartbreak with such strength is because they know their worth. They don't need someone else to tell them they are valuable. They already believe that about themselves. This strong sense of self-worth helps them walk away from situations or people that don't respect them. They don't beg for attention, approval, or love. If someone treats them badly or doesn't value them, they choose to leave rather than stay and be mistreated. They have standards and they stick to them. They know that their energy is precious and they don't give it to just anyone. They understand that not everyone is meant to be in their life, and that's okay. The right people will come, and when they do, those people will respect them, support them, and love them for who they are. This deep inner confidence is what keeps them strong, even when they feel hurt. Also, chosen ones often go through these tough experiences because they are meant to help others. They are the kind of people who, after healing from their pain, go on to comfort and inspire others who are still struggling. Their own experiences become a source of wisdom that they can share. That's why their pain doesn't go to waste. It becomes a way to bring light to others. They know that healing isn't just about feeling better. It's about becoming better and helping others do the same. At the end of the day, chosen ones understand that life isn't always easy, but they also know that hard times don't last forever. Every challenge is a chance to grow. Every heartbreak is a reminder to love themselves more. Every betrayal shows them who's really meant to be in their life. And through it all, they keep going. They don't give up. They don't lose hope. They rise again and again. So if you're going through something right now, if your heart feels heavy, or if you feel like you're all alone, remember this: you're not alone. You're not broken. And this moment of pain is not the end of your story. It's just the beginning of a new chapter. Keep moving forward. Keep trusting yourself. And never forget that the most powerful people are often the ones who have been through the most but refuse to give up. Sometimes life can feel confusing and painful, especially when things don't go the way we hoped. But for people who are spiritually aware, often called chosen ones, heartbreak is not the end of their story. They don't see pain as a reason to give up. Instead, they trust that everything in life happens for a reason, even the things that hurt. They believe in divine timing, which means they know that life follows a bigger plan, and not everything is meant to happen right away. They understand that every experience, whether joyful or painful, has a purpose. When someone leaves their life or when something they wanted doesn't work out, they don't get stuck in sadness. Instead, they keep moving forward, believing that better things are coming their way. They don't try to control everything. They don't panic when something takes longer than expected. They believe that what is truly meant for them will always find its way to them, and that nothing good will ever pass them by if it's really meant to be. This mindset gives them peace. Even when things feel uncertain or difficult, they stay calm and patient. They don't let stress or fear take over because they know the universe, or a higher power, is guiding them toward where they need to be. When relationships end or people walk away, chosen ones don't let it break them. Instead of feeling like a victim, they see it as life protecting them from something that wasn't good for them. They believe that sometimes people leave our lives because they're not part of our future. And even though it may hurt at first, they know it's a blessing in disguise. When someone shows their true colors through lies, disloyalty, or betrayal, they see it as a gift. It gives them clarity. They are thankful for knowing the truth rather than living in an illusion. This truth may be painful, but it helps them avoid wasting time and energy on people who don't truly care. Instead of holding on to anger or resentment, they choose to let go. They forgive, not because they approve of what happened, but because they don't want to carry the heavy weight of bitterness. Forgiveness is their way of healing and protecting their peace. They don't need revenge to feel better. They're more focused on becoming wiser and stronger from the experience. They believe that each hard moment is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become more emotionally mature. For chosen ones, pain isn't something that destroys them, it shapes them. They see pain as spiritual training. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every tear teaches them something new. It teaches them how to trust themselves more, how to listen to their intuition, and how to rely on their inner strength. These tough moments build their spiritual muscles. They become more grounded, more aware, and more connected to their purpose. Every scar they carry is proof that they've survived something difficult and grown because of it. They also understand that they're meant for something greater. They don't settle for love that is half-hearted or fake. They want relationships that are real, built on honesty, respect, and spiritual connection. They don't chase after attention or try to force people to stay. They trust that when the time is right, the right person will come into their life, someone who truly sees them and values them for who they are. Until then, they're okay being alone. They use that time to work on themselves, to love themselves better, and to become the kind of person they want to attract. If you've ever gone through heartbreak or betrayal, this message is for you. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt into someone stronger. You are being shaped into a version of yourself that is wiser, more loving, and more powerful. Every time someone hurt you, every time life didn't go as planned, it was all preparing you for something better. The pain wasn't a punishment. It was a lesson. It was a part of your spiritual journey. You don't need to waste your energy proving yourself to people who didn't see your worth. If they walked away, let them go. Not everyone is meant to stay in your life forever. Some people are only meant to teach you a lesson, and once that lesson is learned, their role in your story is complete. Instead of chasing after people who couldn't appreciate you, focus on yourself. Focus on your healing, your growth, and your happiness. The more you love and respect yourself, the more you'll attract people who do the same. Shine your light without fear, even if others tried to dim it, even if they didn't understand your value. Your light is not for everyone, but it is needed by someone. So keep shining, keep moving forward, keep believing that something better is coming, because it is. Life has a way of working out, even when it doesn't seem like it in the moment. Sometimes the delays are actually protection. Sometimes the heartbreaks are redirections. You were never meant to stay stuck in pain. You are meant to rise from it, to use it, to transform it into wisdom and strength. Chosen ones know this truth deep in their souls. That's why they don't give up. They don't let life break their spirit. They rise again and again, stronger each time. They choose to live with purpose, with faith, and with love, even when life is hard. They stay focused on the bigger picture, knowing that their path is not about pleasing others or avoiding pain. It's about becoming the best version of themselves, no matter what they face. So if you're feeling broken right now, remember, this is not the end. This is the beginning of something powerful. You are not alone, and you are not forgotten. Everything you've been through is leading you to a better place. You are being guided, protected, and prepared for something beautiful. Let go of what hurt you. Forgive what you cannot change. And trust that the universe is working in your favor, even when you can't see the full picture yet. Keep your heart open. Keep your mind clear. And most importantly, keep believing in yourself. You are strong. You are wise. You are worthy of deep, genuine love. And it will come to you, not because you chased it, but because you became someone who's ready for it. Someone who knows their value. Someone who doesn't settle. Someone who trusts in the process. This journey may not always be easy, but it's worth it. Every step, every struggle, every heartbreak is shaping you into the person you were always meant to be. And when you look back, you'll see how everything made sense. How every loss led to something better. How every ending made space for a new beginning. So hold your head high, breathe deep, and take one step forward in faith. You've got this, and the best is yet to come.